amazing to think that 265 years ago, General Braddock's army was preparing to leave Alexandria to head for Fort Cumberland. Now, this first leg of the journey would be over 170 miles over dangerous terrain. I wonder what some of those soldiers were feeling. Were they feeling excited, courageous, and the sense of adventure, the fact of being able to accomplish a goal for king and country? Or were they feeling a little unnerved? Was there this unsure feeling? Perhaps fear was creeping in of the unknown. Just something interesting to think about. And I had plenty of time to think about that while I was doing a little spring cleaning today, because of course, usually spring cleaning is what? A day, a weekend. Well, since we're finding projects to do and we've been isolated to our homes, I've been told by my fiance that spring cleaning has been extended indefinitely. So, I was able to find my reproduction officer, Sash, and it just immediately, the first thought that came to my head has to deal with the Battle of Monongahela. Because this is, as I said, it's a reproduction officer sash, but would have been worn by officers to show their rank, to show that they're in charge. Even today, with police officers and military officers, usually on their uniform, we're able to tell that they're in charge, that they have a certain rank. So, when I think about this, that image that comes to my mind is how Braddock actually, when he was wounded, he was carried off the field in his officer's sash. Now, to give you a little background on his sash specifically, it was made from silk, and through a process called spraying, it was woven together. Now, silk is very strong, and the way they make it, it's able to be stretched out. Now, this sash specifically was actually his father's, and you can see a reproduction of that sash made at Mount Vernon, and that's actually where the original is too. But in that sash, if you stretch it out, you can see that there are designs, because when you weave it together, you can actually make patterns. And in there, there's these, what look like little people, but then there's also a date, 1709. And that's because that's when his father, Braddock's father, became a major general. This was his father's sash. So he's wearing this, there is this, I'm sure this memory that Braddock has, and he's wearing it out of pride because of his father and this military tradition. And as he's in this battle, and he's mounting his 5th horse, he had 4 shot out from under him. He is finally struck, falls to the ground. His soldiers come around him, they take off his sash, they stretch it out with that. Again, remember, it's very stretchy. They put him inside, and they actually carry him from the field, being removed from his greatest defeat. It's such an interesting item. And then afterwards, that same sash that holds this military tradition for him, that was his father's sash, he gifts to George Washington right before he passes away. And that same sash is at Mount Vernon. So, just a little interesting thought, perhaps, that you can take and think on as well. But I have to get back to spring cleaning. So, thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there, and have a great day. Honey, have you seen my sash?
What sash?
The red one.
Did you check the closet?
Not yet.
I'm pretty sure it's hanging in there.
Pretty sure it's hanging in there. Honey, this is a scarf from Macy's. The tags aren't even off it.